Welcome guys to RaceX. The Ford Focus in its final year was the number 3 seller, beaten by its sibling the Fiesta and substantially by the Golf. But the Focus brand is still a popular brand, and let's find out if its new improvements can kick it up a notch. It's an all new car, a brand new platform engineered to be stiffer for dynamics, safer than ever in a crash, and yet slightly lighter in weight than the older model. Its profile is sleeker than before, thanks to a longer bonnet with more rear set screen pillars and also to a longer wheelbase. One of my favourite notes about the exterior to take is it has real exhaust. None of that fake stuff that you see a lot on newer cars. Inside, displays take form of a tablet for most of the infotainment side, but conventional dials ahead of the driver. Also, a £400 flip-up head display shows speed, navigation arrows and info on the driver assist systems, automated systems that are as comprehensive as any car in the class. You're not only assisted, you're also connected. This generation Focus has a built-in SIM so it knows about traffic and can do online destination searches. Given that, the city drivers are getting very wary of diesel. The 1 litre EcoBoost will sweep up most sales. It's the heavily revised version from the Fiesta and comes in 100 and 125 brake horsepower. There's also an 85 brake horsepower version in the base trim, but don't torture yourself. The bigger petrol engine, a 1.5 litre, comes in 150 brake or 182 brake. For economy in light use, the 3-cylinder engines can close down one of their cylinders, saving you a lot of fuel. The 1.5 diesel is all new and itself full of clever fuel-saving engineering and should clear legal emission standards up to 2025, allegedly. Power is up to 120 brake, and then there's a revised 2 litre diesel making 150 brake. The automatic versions are a conventional 8-speeder, not the old twin clutch job. They operate via a Jag-style rotary controller to save console space. The 125 brake 3-cylinder is a great little engine, not too laggy even below 2500 RPM, and happy sounding as it revs to 6,500. So you've got a lot of flexibility, even though its best work is in the 3,500 to 5,500 range. It's smooth and quiet too. That's bolted to a 6-speed manual transmission that has a bit of stickiness in its shift and a rather big gap between second and third, but the clutch and throttle are smooth to use so it doesn't get on your nerves. Cornering is also an entirely sanitary affair. The steering has well mapped answers to the movement of your hands, and the car steers through any bend with superb reassurance. It simply follows the front wheels all the way up to the limit, but it's a little on the dull side. It doesn't really leap ahead of the best rivals. This frankly is not what we want from a Ford, but there is an answer. The 1 litre petrol and 1.6 diesel engines get this torsion beam suspension. The 1.5 petrol and the 2 litre diesel have the short and long arm suspension. Get into one with that system and you'll know the difference the first time you turn the wheel a quarter turn. The steering's weight and gearing progression hasn't changed, but there's now an immediacy and precision, a sense of connection that wasn't there in the torsion setup. It's as if you've taken off a pair of thick gloves. According to Top Gear, much of the improvement is due to the ST line suspension tuning, not just the SLA suspension. The ST line's extra firmness doesn't harm the ride. Both suspensions ride tautly but are brilliant at easing away any sharp edges. The damping too is terrific, allowing the wheels to breathe over small bumps but keeping the body in check over big crests and dips, especially the ST line. On the motorway, the Focus relaxes, the strongly self-centering steering keeping you in line. Might as well turn on the lane assist too. It's a button on the end of the stalk, so no need to drop your eyes. And it'll smoothly nudge you away from any white lines you're about to cross. That's standard on all cars. The standard emergency auto braking system is coupled with evasive steering assist, which nudges the wheel to help you steer in towards an open gap, rather than plow into something solid. At the top of the Focus's assistance tree, the lane assist system will actually aim to hold the center of the lane and the radar cruise system that operates, in auto box models anyway, from stop-go traffic up to motorway speed. That's SAE level 2 automation, if you're counting. It's as effective as the systems on Volvos and Mercedes. Active masking for the LED headlights is also available, which don't only blank the area around oncoming traffic so as not to dazzle, but also use navigation info to aim around upcoming bends and roundabouts. The dash itself has been moved forward to make things feel roomier, not so far that you can't reach the touchscreen, which is mounted high up. The significant pieces of its architecture are moulded from soft touch plastic. The door bins are carpet lined too, to quench rattles, but the actual door shutting grab handles are a bit hard and scratchy. Because there are so many electronic systems, Ford has shifted towards touchscreen and menu interfaces. So before I give my final verdict, the pros I find for this car is that it handles very well with precision and it is well equipped on the inside. It is very practical and economical. Every model comes with alloys as well, so the overall look of the car is sleek. The cons are that, well, it's not really up to the standards of its rivals. The inside can be a little cheap feeling, and for the price you pay, maybe a Golf or Leon is better. I have never actually liked Ford cars in general, except the Mustang and GT. But I know that if I had to pick one, I would go for the ST line or the ST line X. I do believe that these models can be super fun to drive without causing you to spend a huge amount on maintenance. Its insurance groups aren't too bad as well, and you can still get a decent MPG. But they are popular cars for a reason, and at the end of the day Ford have improved on the Focus, whereas Volkswagen have taken a step back in the GTI. You can find out about the new GTI and i30N if you click the thumbnail. And that's it for this video guys. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this informative, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.